how do you protect your idea without a patent? What happens if you don't patent your idea? The truth is you do not need to have a patent to have a successful product. And you don't have to have it, right? If you move out to the market, you try to be a first mover to test it out, see how things go, or just forego the whole process of investing in a patent, that's okay. You just run the risk of having competitors see what you're doing and enter the market without any barrier, right? Of course, there may be some initial technology barriers to actually getting a hold of materials, and they'll be second or third or fourth in line to get to your customer base. You're going to lose out on the ability to prevent anyone else from making, using, or selling that product. And so you have to expect a bit more competition. The other perhaps downside is if you decide not to sell right away, to a certain segment, of the world or a different part of the country, you're really allowing your customers to be taken away. So it's definitely, advantageous to seek a patent if you can, if it's something that you think is worthwhile. The only times where it's really not worthwhile to get a patent is if there's, what you're doing is not readily reverse engineerable. And so there's certain areas of technology, certainly within software or things that are harder to kind of follow, methods or processes, specifically in manufacturing. I'll use this example a lot from when I was at Boeing, where they kept trade secrets, right? Trade secrets, manufacturing secrets for how they made, for example, the carbon fiber, and exactly the dimensions and the orientation of the different layers of fibers, how long they would heat it, and how long it would actually take to cure, and the mill methods and the certain chemicals they would put on, adhesives put on to finalize that end product of the composite wing. Well, even if someone in the new airplane wings and knows the structure, bought an airplane from Boeing, hammered it apart and tried and looked at the materials, they still couldn't tell what steps were followed to actually make that material and to get it at that strength and value. So there's certain aspects where you may want to actually keep something as a trade secret if once it's sold, it's really not going to be reverse engineerable. There's a second part, actually the first part of this question about how do you protect an idea without a patent, and that's through trade secrets. The other idea might be to license it. Okay, so you can transfer what's called know-how and transfer some structure, right? Some contractual level of information, even though it's not actually patented. And this does happen sometimes with companies where they're coming out of universities and there may be one or two more patent filings, but there's some additional knowledge, right? The how you actually build it. I was explaining an example about Boeing. Some of that information that can be valuable can be transferred and monetized without actually having gotten a patent on it.